It is Friday, December 6th at 6:29 p.m. And about 3 hours ago, I got my 7th Etsy order. So my customer ordered an Orca whale keychain. And I do have this white yarn from when I made my daisy keychain from a couple of videos ago, but I don't have any black acrylic yarn. So I do need to go to Michael's and buy that. But since I'm literally just going there to buy one skein of yarn, I don't think I'm gonna take you guys yarn shopping with me. But I'm actually not gonna start working on the order right now because if you guys don't know, I do have this crochet business, but unfortunately I'm not full-time yet. So my current job that pays my bills is I'm an Uber Eats driver. And so I'm about to go out and do an Uber Eats shift. So while I'm out, I'm just gonna quickly stop at Michael's and pick up the yarn. And then once I come home from my shift, which is probably gonna be around 11 p.m., then I'll work on the order. So it'll be about 2 seconds for you, but in about 5 hours, I'll come back and we'll work on this order. Okay, it is 11:35 p.m. and I am home from my shift. I've been home since 10, but I had some other work that I had to do. And so now we're finally getting around to crocheting. And something I realized is today is Friday, which means I can't ship out this order in the morning because it's Saturday and the shipping service I use doesn't ship on Saturdays. They do ship on Sundays, but basically I was thinking I don't need to work on this order tonight because I could just work on it tomorrow and ship it Sunday instead of working on it tonight and still shipping it Sunday. But then I remembered the fact that I'm not gonna have access to this room for a while. So if you watched my video from a couple of weeks ago, that was the video of me showing you guys how I take my product photos. And in that video, I said that I pretty much took over my brother's old room and kind of turned it into my filming slash packaging slash product photo taking room. Well, my brother is coming to stay with us for like the entire month of December. Like he's flying in tomorrow, which means I'm not gonna have access to this room while he's here. So I was like, I can't crochet this order tomorrow because I'm not gonna have access to this room tomorrow. And yes, I could just be in my bedroom and crochet, but it's like I've already figured out the filming setup in this room and to like figure everything out in my room. Like let's say I get more orders throughout December and my brother is gonna be in this room, I'm gonna find a way to film myself making those orders, right? But for this particular one, let me make it while I still have access to my filming spot. Right? Right. So, anywho, while I was out doing my Uber shift, I quickly swung by Michael's and I bought the black yarn that I needed. So this is Loops and Threads and the color is called Black. And then we have the Loops and Threads white yarn from a couple of orders ago. So now I'm going to use these two colors to make an Orca whale. And one more thing I want to say. So in my last video, it was me making my Orca whale plushie. And essentially I'm going to be using the exact same pattern. It's by Sweet Softies and I will link it up here as well as in the description below to the video tutorial. And so essentially I'm using the exact same pattern. I'm just using a smaller yarn size and a smaller hook size, which will then make it small like a keychain. So yeah, I am going to have my iPad right here. You're going to be able to see it. And I'm going to be like split screening it. One half of it is going to be me looking at the pattern. And the other half of it is going to be a YouTube video that I'm going to watch to entertain myself while I crochet. So let me put my AirPods in and let's start crocheting. pause. I just realized I don't have scissors in this room and I need to cut off the black yarn. So give me a second and then we'll continue the time lapse. I have scissors now. Okay, resume time lapse. Okay, so I've finished the body and I've just threaded through the last row, and if I pull on this, it should close up. Nice. And so I just have to tuck this inside so that you don't see it. Okay, so this is the body of the whale. And now we have to do the fins and the tail and the eyes. Let's start with the fins. And I have my original right here. So I'm just going to have the two side by side to kind of see if it looks the same. Okay, I've done the two front fins. Can you see that? Really tiny, really cute. Now for the tail. Okay, so I'm done with the tail, but you see how when I was doing the color change, there's like that little bit of white that you can see? So before I tuck in these ends, I'm gonna use one of them to like sew over it so you can't see it. Like I'll do it and then show you that it worked. There, you see how you can't see the white anymore? Yeah. So just a little hack. If you have a color that you want to cover up, just use the color that it's supposed to be and kind of like sew over it. Okay, now I have these two ends that I'm going to tie together and then sew it inside the whale. And there we go. Small fins, tail fin. Now we gotta give it some eyes. I have this leftover piece of acrylic yarn from when we made the plushie version of this, and I cut it too long, so I'm just going to use this to make the eyes for our small whale. Okay, and there we go. It has its eyes, tail fin, little side fins, and the one thing that it doesn't have is the keychain. So let's add that. So I have my bag of keychains here, and I just put it through the top. So you see like this middle where the magic ring is, I'll put it through here and here, kind of like around this circle in the middle. And there we go! One orca whale keychain complete. So this is my OG, and this is the one I just made, and I would say they look pretty similar. Once again, with handmade, it's never going to look exactly the same, but they look like sisters. Not twins, but they do look like sisters. So I'm good with that. And one more thing I want to show you. This is my OG whale plushie, so not the one that we sent out in the previous order. And I just want to show you the size difference. See? So the plushie is palm sized and the keychain is smaller than that. And so, yeah. Now, let us package up the keychain. Actually, one quick thing before we package everything. So this order is actually my first gift order. So I've had customers, when they order something in the notes, they'll say that it's a gift for somebody. But when a customer is purchasing, there's actually, I guess, a checkbox that you can check to specifically say that it is a gift. And so this is the first time that a customer has checked that box. And so I was like, what exactly do I do in that situation? And so I was looking around the internet and I found a Reddit thread basically saying that when somebody orders a gift, sometimes they'll write a specific message that would be included on the packing slip. So this would be the first order where I've ever put a packing slip into the package because usually I don't. But this customer didn't write a message. So I guess Etsy just has a default. I'm just gonna cover the order number, but it basically just says, enjoy your gift from Etsy. And then it has a picture of the product. So this little piece of paper that I just printed off is also going to go into the packaging. Something else that was a part of the Reddit thread was someone saying, check to see whether or not the customer is having the gift sent directly to the person who they're giving the gift to, or if the customer is gonna have you send it to them and then they'll gift it to whoever. And that basically would determine, like, for example, I write a handwritten note. So my customer's name is Phoebe, right? So if I put on my thank you card, oh, thank you, Phoebe, for your order, but then the order gets sent to Tina's house, then Tina would get Phoebe's note. You know what I'm saying? But basically, the name on the order matches the name of the recipient. So like I'm shipping it to Phoebe's house from what it seems. Therefore, I will also include my handwritten thank you note. So things are like a little bit confusing with this whole gift option, but all in all, the only thing that is different that I can see is that I'm including this piece of paper that says, enjoy your gift from Etsy, and maybe Phoebe will cut this off and give this page to whoever she's gifting it to. Or maybe not. I don't know. But Reddit advised me to include the packing slip because sometimes it has a special message on it and this time it doesn't seem to. But either way, I'm including it. It doesn't hurt to include it. So yeah, I just wanted to update you guys that this is my first official gift order. So now let's pack it. Okay, now it's time to write the thank you note to Phoebe. Handwritten note. Complete. Now let's package everything. So here is the keychain. One last look. And here's the poly mailer we're gonna use. So I'm gonna do like I did last time and put it thin first so that when the package is opened, you see the face first. Then the thank you note and the packing slip. Okay, it is 1:29 a.m. and order number 7 is packed and ready to be shipped. And so technically it's Saturday right now, but I set my ship date as Sunday because my shipping service is open on Sundays. So I'll just drop it off on Sunday. That way, first thing Monday morning, it will get shipped out with the first shipments of the day. So one thing I want to mention is this is another domestic order. It's another Canadian order. And it's once again going to British Columbia. So I've had 2 orders in a row going to British Columbia, and both of them were for some sort of orca whale. One was a plushie, this one is a keychain. So maybe they just like whales out on the west. I don't know. They are by the ocean. I don't know. I'm just talking foolishness because it's 1 a.m. and I'm tired. But yeah, so I just thought that was interesting. I went 5 orders, all international, and then my first 2 were domestic, both for the same province. So that's cool. Also, update on our sales number. So we have 7 orders and 15 sales. So I just want to keep you guys updated on both of those numbers. For those of you who are new, long story short, Etsy doesn't calculate orders and sales the same. So your number of sales is almost always going to be higher than your number of orders. So on this Road to 100 Orders series, I'm just trying to keep you guys updated on both of those numbers. So yes, now I'm going to go to bed and I will see you guys on Sunday. Hello again. It is Sunday, December 8th at 9:50 a.m. and we are on our way to drop off the package. So the package isn't gonna start moving today, but basically they'll have it from today. That way, first thing Monday morning, it'll ship out with the first batch. But one thing I want to talk about as I'm on my way is whenever I am updating my listings on Etsy, I always take screenshots of like what it was, and then I change whatever it is I want to change, and then I take a screenshot of the after. That way, in case I mess up the SEO, I can just change it back to what it was. And so the reason I bring that up is because literally on Thursday afternoon, I was just going through my Etsy listings and just updating some things. And I went to my Orca whale keychain and I added on to the title because basically the title just said like whale keychain, orca keychain, orca whale keychain, and some other things all revolving around keychains, right? But then in my pictures, I had the whale like attached to some keys, but then I also had it attached to a backpack, attached to a purse, all this stuff. So basically in the title of the listing, I had it as a keychain, which it can be used as a keychain. But then in the pictures, I also showed it being used as a bag charm. But I didn't have that in the title of the listing. So then on Thursday, I decided to update the title. I hadn't used all the characters for the title, right? Like there's a max amount of characters and I hadn't used all of them. And so I just decided to add on to the title and add like orca whale bag charm or something of the sort. I don't remember. Here's the screenshot. And so I just added the phrase bag charm. And then the next day on Friday, somebody ordered it. So I don't know if adding that made it show up for another keyword and then it got sold. I don't know. But basically what I'm trying to say is go in and tweak some of your listings every now and then. Like if something isn't selling, because this is the first orca whale keychain that has been purchased, if something isn't selling, tweak things. Don't necessarily wipe out everything, change all your tags, change the whole title, change all your pictures. I'm not saying you need to wipe out the whole thing, but like do a little bit of tweaks here and there. Once again, it could be a coincidence that I changed something and then literally 24 hours later, I got an order. Like, I changed it at probably like 1:30 p.m. on Thursday, and then at around 3:30 p.m. on Friday, so 26 hours later, I got an order. It could be a coincidence. Because the thing is, I have other keychains. I have a ghost keychain and the flower keychain that we made a couple of videos ago. And on those listings, I had bag charm in the title. Like, I had ghost bag charm. I had flower bag charm. But then for my Orca whale, I guess I forgot to write bag charm in the title. So then I added it and then almost immediately got a sale. So I just thought that that was interesting and I wanted to share it with you guys. So yeah, that's my advice. I'm a new seller and we're figuring this out together, but I would say if something isn't selling, try and tweak some things and see if it makes a difference. And if not, then you could always change things back. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I'm here at the place where I need to drop off this package. So let's go do that. And now it is 10 a.m. and we have dropped off the package. So order 7 out of 100 is officially complete. And so Phoebe, just in case you're watching this video, thank you so much for ordering from me. I really hope that you like the keychain / bag charm, and whoever you gift it to, I hope they love it as well. And also, I think Future Me has a delivery update for you guys. So let's pass it over there. Thanks, Past Me. So it is currently Wednesday, December 11th. And the package has been delivered. So it has been 3 business days and the package has arrived. And so this is the same as my previous order. That one also took 3 business days. So now I know shipping from Ontario to BC has consistently been 3 business days. I know consistently is a little bit of a stretch because it's only been twice, but it's been twice in a row, which means I can basically ship across the country in less than a week. So that's pretty good. So yeah, let's send it back to Past Me. Thanks, Future Me. So that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you think your friends will enjoy it, be sure to share it with them. The link to my Etsy shop will be in the description below in case you want to order something from me. Also, check out this playlist. It is my Road to 100 Etsy orders playlist. So if you liked this video, you'll probably like those, and I'll see you in my next video.